Okay, entering game. Game number 3 of this best of 5 series. Oh wait, they switched again, didn't they? Damn it, I have to change my overlay. Ronin will be defending with a series score of 0. Gale Force on the attack. Series score of 2. And that time is outdated, so we'll remove that. Cool. Alright. There it goes. Alright, Dorado is a full payload map. We can get a view of the defense in just a moment. It's going to be Ronin defending first. Go ahead and watch Symmetra speed out here and place all her turrets all over the place.
This would be a perfect location for a Vishkar development.
Dang, Symmetra always wanting to develop a Vishkar everywhere.
Sentry turret placed. Shield engaged. From light into being.
Okay, so about 15 seconds, we'll see the doors open. Gale Force eSports on tournament points here. If they manage to set a good time here, Ronin will have the ability to try and fight back, but Gale Force looking pretty much unstoppable. Even though Ronin set a very fast time on King's Row, Gale Force was able to match it and beat it by a full minute. So here we go out the gates. I'm going to go ahead and watch Nicholas on that Pharah. I told you already, I'm a bit biased towards Pharah and Reaper, or offense in general. I do try to spread the love a little bit to the Reinhardts and the Mercies of the world, but honestly it's going to be action driven by these attacking characters most of the time. Already taken out a couple of these traps and turrets. Very good eye from Nicholas. Looking out that shortcut route. Junkrat is in the building. I wonder if he called that out. Looks like he did, as Harblue just kind of ran in there. Decop actually killed himself, probably with an explosion to the face on Harblue. Nomi down as well. That's pretty bad for the defense. We're going to watch this defensive Mercy try to build her ult in time, but I think that those 2 tank deaths are really going to bite them in the butt. Jer is down in Symmetra with 98% of ult. Did not get a chance to actually place the teleporter. Even getting hooked here, Donut does survive, and point A is going to be captured in just a minute. So 1 minute cap A. Pretty solid stuff there. Moving forward now into the next stretch of Dorado. This is the church portion. We've got Decop's tire rolling out. Almost possibly could have gotten some damage on Torque TJO, but waited a little bit too long. Maybe got a little bit greedy. Junkrat tire, in a situation like that, I would take 1 kill because you know that your team is not around. You're just looking for whatever you can get. You've already launched the tire, you're not going to get it back, so just take whatever you can get. Switching to Harblue just in time to see the whole hog ult. He actually gets knocked down by Earthshatter and taken out. Nicholas does still have his barrage available. Actually, I'm going to watch Torque with the Graviton Surge. After that res, he could hit a very, very big ultimate here. Is he going to launch it? I actually would love to see him launch it into the side of the wall there, just to drop them off the ledge and have a very easy shooting target. But it looks like only 1 member of the defense is kind of around at a time, so it should be easy for them to try to clean up one at a time. Lucio and Mercy both being targeted. Lucio, wow, look at the tracking there from Torque. Just burning down Lucio, 60% charge. Not the most, but still pretty formidable. You can see the distance, and you can just hear the difference between no charge and a medium charge like that. Wow, Gale Force eSports really just pushing up far. The payload itself moving through the garage door now. I'll go ahead and take this overhead view so we can get a view of the defense trying to return. Gale Force pushing in all together now on the payload. I'm going to take Nomi's POV because I feel like he's going to be very important here. Sorry, it took me a while to find him, but there he is with the beat drop, extra HP. There's the Earthshatter. Second Earthshatter usually does pretty well here, but not when you get pinned against the wall and slapped in the face by JKW. He's going to fall in the end. Rez brings up the offense, actually, which is great for them because they had 2 tanks in the back line already. Nicholas up in the air just raining justice. down one rocket at a time for now, but Decop on that Reaper is going to have to try and Wraithwalk out. Probably going to die, might pick up the health pack, but does, yeah, ultimately fall. Defense just humping the payload, as it were, trying to contest as much as possible since we're in the final stretch here. Defensive Zarya ult comes out, catches 4 members. Mercy actually manages to fly away to Nicholas up there. Oh, hit enter on accident. Nicholas still has a barrage available, actually gets taken out by Zoros on the soldier. Switch over to Zoros, show him some love. Harblue getting taken out there. And suddenly, defense has regained control of the payload and pushed all the way back to the garage. Normally, you don't want to push too far away from the objective when it's in a position like this. You don't want to get backdoor capped. That's really brutal. I've got the timer in play now. It's all right. I'm assuming they're going to set a time here, so it shouldn't matter. All right. Tanks moving up the left side. Actually, no, they're going from the bottom route. Let's go ahead and watch Harblue again with his ultimate hook combos that we see constantly. Could get the hook on Soldier. No, he actually outranged him just a little bit. Barrage actually coming out from Nicholas. Switch to that first-person point of view just in time to see him go down. Reaper actually getting a couple of kills. Decop taking out Twerk and Joe Meister. But look, Shake catching the perfect res brings everybody back in before going down. Only 2.9 meters away. JKW and Twerk up here in the front line trying to figure out which squishy target to hit. Jer doing a great job on Lucio, just evading that Zarya beam. Now he does finally fall. Donut brings it back into play, and he's already back on the payload, immune during that res period. And Gale Force eSports is going to have to back up again. Twerk has Graviton Surge available for the next push, so should be just a matter of time for them. Joe Meister with the beat drop also should be a good time for Gale Force eSports. The payload is starting to roll back a little bit, but they do have 5 full minutes to try and get 5 meters. And I have to say, just based on their play previously, it's still looking pretty good for them. Well done to Ronin, bleeding lots of time off the clock. They've shown that they can beat Gale Force eSports on a payload push, at least. Offense versus defense. Here comes Graviton Surges on both sides, catching basically everyone in the game. 100% charge on Twerk, and the Mercy heal is going to keep him alive. 20 health there at the end as he lobs that shot in toward Nomi and Zoros. And that is going to be all she wrote. Good push there from Gale Force. A little bit slower than it looked like it might have been, so Ronin definitely has a chance to rebut. But a good push nonetheless.
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights. Die, die, die.
Till Valhalla.
5 minutes 39 seconds is the time to beat. 8 players res, pretty solid there. 14 high energy kills out of 16. Torque, great job on Zarya. So 5:39, and we'll get the overlay switched around. Gale Force with 2, Ronin with 0, and this is a best of 5, so this could be the very last round of the whole thing if they can't complete the map faster than 5:39. All right, all set. Joe Meister early picking Symmetra here. I like Symmetra on this map because her turrets are actually very effective in this choke point. We saw Nicholas last time take out those turrets, but just right around here, a couple of turrets there, a couple of turrets inside this room with the small health pack tends to get a decent amount of damage. You can even hide them in little corners. There's a lot of destructibles on this map, so you can actually hide Symmetra turrets in the destructible sometimes. So like this guitar, for example, you can shoot it away, but you can also place a Symmetra turret behind it while it's there, and it actually makes it somewhat invisible until you see the laser coming out and shooting you. I actually really love putting Symmetra turrets in this cactus and all around this choke point, as it seems to be a pretty common spot for flankers to run past. But here we go in just a bit, 40 seconds to go until the doors are open. Ronin will have what could be their final attempt to keep this tournament going. Try to take it to a game 4. Gale Force eSports impressing as usual, doing about what we expected. Colorado Clutch couldn't stand up to them. Ronin trying their hardest here, but it is kind of a tall order. Gale Force being one of those top NA teams in recent months. Let's go ahead and spectate. Actually, let me make sure my timer is done correctly. 2, 1, 0, and we're off. Now I'll go ahead and take Zoros POV as that soldier player who's dishing out tons of damage on the side of Ronin. Harblu waiting up on the high ground as Roadhog is important to note as well. Any flankers trying to go that direction are going to meet that brick wall and potential hook combo. Now Harblu on the bridge. Actually, I lost his silhouette there for a second. That was interesting. You actually can't see defensive player silhouettes through the payload? Is that correct? Did I just notice this? Huh, that is correct. Payload blocks line of sight for the wireframes, but buildings do not. Interesting. Okay, so just under 5 minutes remaining already as the payload reaches that first choke point under the underpass. Gale Force eSports just shooting rockets and, you know, Torque shooting Helix rockets past the payload on either side. Harblu waiting right next to the payload in that room. Does get the hook combo onto Zoros, but going from 9 health manages to escape all the way to the full heal over by the grill there. Still looking for some targets. It looks like his gun is a bit broken. No muzzle flash or bullets coming out of it. Looking for a kill on Nicholas. Joe Meister has his teleporter, so I'm going to swap to him just for a moment. Oh, actually, got a Roadhog battle going on. Harblu actually on the losing side of that one. TP's ready. He hasn't placed it yet. I definitely would advise it, as you are starting to lose some members down. Harblu and Nicholas both down, but he's going to run around the backside, actually even further, just to ensure that the teleporter does not get caught. I would have placed it around the corner instead of like that, but whatever. If you're that far back, it's essentially the same anyway. Payload is starting to roll back now, so Ronin continuing forward now, looking to try and get this first checkpoint. 3 minutes 42 seconds left in the map overall. Sights active on both sides. Torque does fall, 17 health left for Zoros, so just slightly out-soldiering him. Harblu actually taking a lot of damage down. Torque, JKW, and Shake all dead on the side of Gale Force. They just need to stall long enough for that teleporter to really make a difference. Joe Meister falls as well, but the payload looks like it is potentially going to push. No, Harblu actually got back in time to even pop his whole hog ultimate. There's a res from the offense. Ronin, Harblu getting the hook combo though on Shake. Sorry, Trix got the hook combo on Shake. Harblu got it on Donut, so both Roadhogs killed both Mercies there. Nomi going to fall as well to the hook and shotgun of Harblu. Harblu trying to contest as long as he can. Looks like Symmetra does not have a teleporter in play anymore as he swapped over to Lucio. Now just trying to stay on the payload as long as he can, allowing his teammates to get in there. The attacking team taking forever to try and kill this Lucio. Finally, he does die. Payload is going to continue on, but we know that there's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds to try and complete the map. They basically have to blast through the church phase and hopefully not get caught up too long in the final phase if they have any hopes here. It is essentially bleeding edge of the time. If they get stopped at all, it's going to be essentially impossible. So 2.5 minutes now. Even just the door opening for 10 seconds is such a hindrance now. JKW hanging out on the high ground with all of his projectile buddies. We actually have someone switching to Reaper off of Pharah. Nicholas. Reaper is actually really good on the church phase. Pharah is as well, though. So I guess in one hero limit, you got to make these decisions sometimes. Reaper could work out against the tanks that they've got going. It is a triple tank offense once again. It seems like both teams actually favoring triple tank offense on these full payload maps. Just keep that in mind, you guys. Reinhardt, Roadhog, and Zarya combined with the Soldier actually was used on both Ronin and Gale Force at different times. Nice kills there from Nicholas, just really blasting through Jer and Trix. Decop falls as well on Zarya, and suddenly the time is only 1 minute 40 seconds. Ronin could actually call GG at any point now, but we are going to continue to play it out. Gale Force eSports looking so dominant here. Congratulations to them. Likely champions here of NA Weekly number 2. $170 thanks to the plays and you guys using Maturino codes. There's the Death Blossom after the beat drop. Tons of health available on Reaper. No worries at all. 3 kills down. 4 to go. No, sorry. 4 coming up, actually, as Jer goes down with that headshot. Earthshatter comes out, but the Reinhardt shield is ready to go. Nomi falls. Decop coming back into play. We've got a Roadhog there as well, and Nicholas just blasting through absolutely everything. JKW, got to give him the props as well on Reinhardt. And there is the GG well played coming out from Decop. They know they don't have the time to continue, so that is going to be it. GG well played. Good luck next week. And that is pretty much it. So players are going to do whatever they're doing, but I'll